What's going on, everybody? So I rewatched the Georgia versus Ohio State game to see if I missed anything. What an incredible game it was. I mean, what actually both semifinal games. They were both incredible, but the Georgia Ohio State, of course, I have a lot of Georgia fans. I'm a Florida fan, so we go back and forth. Went at it in the live video a little bit. I always like to take shots right after a win, or right after Georgia wins. I like to take a little shots here and there, but this video, I want to just, hey, listen, I'm going to give all credit to Georgia. They persevered at the end. They got it done at the end. They're the reigning national champions for a reason. They persevered over Alabama after losing the SEC championship last year to Alabama. Go back in the national championship, get it done in the fourth quarter, just like how they did against Ohio State. They needed a big fourth quarter. Georgia outscored Ohio State 18-3 in the fourth quarter. Very impressive. The defense came up with some big stops in the fourth quarter. Stetson Bennett came up with some huge throws at the end of the game. And I'll give credit where credit is due. He went 23 of 34, the same as C.J. Stroud. He threw for 398 yards, 3 touchdowns. The one bad interception, I know he would want that back. That was a terrible interception. QBR of 74, kind of lower than I thought it would be. I thought he actually made some pretty good throws, pretty good decisions. Yeah, there were some bad throws like the interception. But that's going to happen throughout the game. C.J. Stroud was phenomenal. I mean, 23 of 34, like I said, the same, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He had a 93 QBR. So these quarterbacks, I mean, they were playing. But Stetson Bennett in the fourth quarter made some good throws. That seam route with just over a minute to go to get him in the red zone. Huge throw, big time throw. And then, of course, the touchdown throw to the corner pylon to, I believe it was A.D. Mitchell. So, he made some big time throws when he needed it. I mean, the running attack was pretty freaking good. They relied on that a lot. 26 carries for 135 yards, 5.2 yard per carry average. Kenny McIntosh, that run by him, was a wide open touchdown. I don't know what happened. The turf monster got him, but a really good game. I was surprised Brock Bowers was not really featured as heavily as I thought he would. 4 for 64 for that was it. No touchdowns. I really thought he would probably have a couple. To be honest with you. But whenever they needed him, they went to him. That big fourth down, which was huge, they at least got 3 on that drive. But, he reached out. They called him short at first, but they ended up giving he actually got the line to gain. But I really thought he would be featured more. He will probably be featured a lot more when they play TCU in the national championship game. But Ohio State losing Marvin Harrison was a huge loss for them. Look, that's a big thing. I've been seeing on Twitter because I've looked and, people are saying it's targeting. It's not targeting. Every angle I've looked at, it doesn't look like targeting to me. It looks like, yes, it looks like a defenseless player, I guess you could say, but I don't know what the defender is supposed to do. I really don't. I mean, is he supposed to let him catch it? So I'm kind of confused on that, but it's unfortunate. I didn't even see I guess he did end up with a concussion, or he was in concussion protocol, but the head was to the side. It was more of a shoulder to shoulder. I didn't see nothing to the head, but y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. But you know what? I got to give credit where credit is due. Georgia came out, got it done in the fourth quarter. That's what a championship team is supposed to do. Whenever all the chips are on the table, when it's time to, drop your nuts. Georgia did that. Outscoring Ohio State, who was attacking them, who was doing everything offensively to that Georgia defense. Georgia on defense looked bad for most of the game, especially when Marvin Harrison was in the game. That dude was torching them. And I said that Ohio State would probably throw on Georgia, and they absolutely did. And you know what? Georgia, just at the end, yes, Ohio State missed a terrible kick. That was one of the worst pressure kicks I've ever seen. It wasn't even close. What is that one? Just a bit outside. No, that was, Shawshank Redemption. Okay, because that was the shank of all shanks. But it was bad. It would have sent Ohio State to the national championship. It would have been a big upset, but, a 50-yard field goal. I really blame that on Ryan Day for not even trying to get closer. Yes, he looked nervous. That kicker looked nervous, but if you would have gave him maybe a 30, 35-yard field goal attempt, maybe wouldn't have been as nervous, because a 50-yard field goal for a kicker, it gets into their psyche. And you could tell it got into him because that was a knuckleball. It wasn't even close. As soon as he kicked it, I was like, yep, that's not good. So, you know what, though? Georgia got it done at the end. Yes, I'm going to make a video congratulating y'all. In the live, I like to take my jabs at Georgia fans a little bit here and there, just get them riled up a little bit. But congrats to y'all going back to the national championship. I think right now y'all might be opening as a 13-point favorite against TCU, which that kind of makes sense. I think the matchup, I don't know. You know what? I was wrong about the Georgia versus Ohio State matchup. Maybe I'll be wrong about the Georgia TCU or what I'm thinking right now. But we'll see next Monday when Georgia takes on TCU for the national championship. Can the Bulldogs go back-to-back? We will find out. But hey, guys, as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.